And here we are at credits, dude. That was something. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure what that was. Besides super long. No, I'm just kidding. Another great game. Also, I should probably just go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and mute that. You know what? I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I already know that it's going to be copyright. And I'm just scared because this is like real music and it could just get fully muted. I got to remember during the BioShock I might need to buy the remaster just because I need to see if they took out any of the music, because there's music in BioShock 1, at least I know for a fact, that'll get fully muted on YouTube. Like, not just copyrighted and then, like, you know, taking the money. Like, I'm pretty sure last time it muted me. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But yeah, no, Alan Wake 2. I'll say this. Combat, I don't like it as much as I like Alan Wake 1. It felt a whole lot more, I don't know how to explain it, just fast. It was more fast paced than the first one. However, this is also coming off of games like Control and Quantum Break and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Where once again, this whole thing was just much slower, which I'm assuming is because it's a horror game, you know, with the horror part of it being basically made via a little bit less of control. You know, because in Control, your control is incredible. You're dashing around, beating asses. No one can stop you. You're Jesse fucking Faden. In Quantum Break, you've got time powers. You can do crazy shit. No one can stop you. It's crazy. Alan Wake 1, you can still do a lot more, I feel like, in terms of movement than this one. It's also, once again, I love Saga. Very cool character. It baffles me that Alan Wake is, I feel like he's like a secondary character that's based into the story permanently because he's the one that's doing all of it. But I still feel like Saga, well, I say that, but then he had the whole thing with his wife and everything right there at the end. So that's a pretty big, you know, leap forward. But in the end, he's still kind of stuck there, no? I'm recording this before I've gone and watched the final draft videos and read the final draft manuscript pages and all that stuff, so could be wrong, but I'm just saying there's some things that might be different. We got most of the collectibles, you know, maybe sometime on my own time I might go back and just play through it for the shit of it, just to play the final draft and try to get the rest of the shit that's in there. But in terms of a Let's Play, man, I'm not doing another almost 50 episodes of Alan Wake 2. I'm sorry. We're not getting up to Alan Wake 2 episode 99. It's not happening. I'm sorry. I'm surprised. If any game I would have thought it would have been Minecraft that did that. No, this was a pretty long one. This has been longer than most of the Kingdom Hearts games I've played past like 2. I ain't complaining though. I am not complaining. It was still very fun. Very fun. And of course, amazing story. I really liked what they did with it. I understood it a lot better because I found everything. Once again, I don't know what's about to happen. Now I had all of that muted just now. I had quite literally all of that muted just now. It's fine. It's an ending cutscene. I'll be able to find the audio for it fairly easily. You know what I mean? I'm not too torn up about it. But yeah, no, you guys get to hear that. Yeah, there was a cutscene that was like in between these two credit rolls. There was this credit roll. I just edited this credit roll to start again, obviously. And I completely had that muted, so that's gonna be a bitch for me to go and edit. But I guess that's what happens whenever you mute. Oh shit. Sorry, it's been so. Oh, that's too fast. I feel like that's too fast. I feel like that's fucked up and too fast. All right. What were we talking about? Yeah, no, good game, a lot slower. I'm excited to play BioShock to mix things up so that way I can finally get some like good gunfighting going, you know what I mean, and not feeling horrible at everything. I cannot aim in this game. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure I had aim assist on and I still miss so many fucking shots. And it's just this game specifically, you know what I mean? I'm trying to think of any other game I've played where I shot. Max Payne 3 had insane aim assist. I mean, I did Max Payne 1 and 2 just fine. You guys all saw that. I really can't think of another one that I've like actively had to aim a weapon on. Which is crazy because I played through a shitload of games. I'm sure there is some. Spec Ops The Line, that playthrough, I did just fine. I was popping fools. So I don't know what the issue is with this game specifically, but I can't aim for shit in it. Let's see. Other positives. Once again, great story, great art, obviously. The chromatic abrasion would have been really fucking annoying if it wasn't, I think, meant to be there. They were like, well, all these games do chromatic abrasion anyway, so what if we just made it a heavy part of like the world getting all wow on you? And that kind of helped, to be honest. That and the motion blur. But it was still there. You can't fool me. I fucking saw it. Combat, still kind of repetitive, same as the first game where it's just like, oh, look out, I'm going to shine him and shoot him again. Less so in this one because you're not facing the, oh, well, near the end, you were facing a large amount of enemies, but I still don't think that you were facing anything as big as Alan Wake 1, where there's like fucking 16 at once and you're just like, oh. I think for the most part here, it was smaller groups, but it was just as hard to get away from just because they don't give a shit, dude. They move as a horde and it's awful and I hate it. And that's genuine. That shit genuinely sucked. I hated all of it every time that it happened. Every time that there was like more than like 3 on the screen at once, I was like, everything's going to hell. This is all bad. They did refine the dodge as well in Alan Wake 2, but I don't know. They made it more, I guess you would say, accurate. Because like in the first game, dude, it's like an arcade ass Dark Souls dodge. You know what I mean? Like from what I've seen, whenever people play the game on expert, they don't even shoot a whole lot. They're just dodging out of the way and running from things because they like know where they're going most of the time. Which is very goofy to me. That's like one of the biggest complaints about the first game is that like the expert mode, whatever the most difficult mode is fucking stupid because it's like not even fun because it's just you running away from things, being like, fuck that. Everyone did great job acting. I loved that little short movie we got with Sam Lake. That made my day. Sam Lake, you absolute legend. Negatives. Trying to think of negatives. The copyright music everywhere. No, that's not a negative. I like that shit. I'll be honest, I'm a sucker for some copyrighted music. Negatives, I didn't get to see more Sam Lake. I wanted more Alex Casey. There was a lot of Alex Casey, but I wanted him like there with me, you know what I mean? I wanted more Saga and Casey. I wanted more of those two. Like actually, I wanted to see Casey run around blasting fools. I get why he didn't do it because like people would be like, "Wow, he really put himself in as like this guy running around with a gun blasting the darkness and blah blah blah." But it would have been so sick. Those two could have their own goddamn little X-Files TV show, and I'd watch it. Other things that I didn't like. I'm bummed out about what they did to the light lady. I think she really tried for a long time to be like a swell lady, and then I ended up having to put her down in the basement of the old folks' home, bro. It's fucking sad. I just realized that we never saw Tor and Noden come out. Did they go to the lake permanently? I don't remember seeing either of them come out. Holy shit, I'm so fucking sad. I just realized this. That actually bums me out a lot more than people would probably think. Oh, that's another negative. No Barry. I don't know what happened to Barry, but he wasn't here, and I'm fucking upset because I loved Barry. Everyone loves Barry. I mean, I'd give the game like a solid 7 out of 10, maybe an 8 out of 10. It is really polished, but there's also just parts of the game that I think drag sometimes. I'm also not a huge fan of the whole, like, look at that, you got bolt cutters, now go back to all these other locations where you can use the bolt cutters. Never been a big fan of that. That's not really the game's fault, though, you know what I mean? It's still well done whenever they did do it. I just don't like the practice at all. I do not like backtracking in video games. I don't mind doing it if it's like you could have gotten it on your first go, but you didn't, so now you got to go back and get it. But I don't like it whenever they're like, "Oh, hey, you can't get this until later. Kiss my ass." Don't do that to me. I don't like it. I say as I know for a fact that there are multiple times that you have to backtrack in BioShock. Yeah, I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. Let's do 7.5, right in the middle of 7 and 8. For me personally, great game, incredible game, but it's not like, it's not as good as Control. I'm going to be straight up as an overall game. I will say, I think the story in this one's better than Control by a mile. I like the story of Control. It's just incredibly confusing and mostly told through like little things that you have to read. But the gameplay and Control is peak. Gameplay and Control is peak Remedy. Like, that shit is just fun to play. There's a reason that Control specifically has like, I don't know if it was DLC versus built into the game, but they have like an arcade mode, you know what I mean? There's clearly a reason for that. Also, I don't know if this audio, if they start singing or some shit, I'm gonna have to turn this music off again, but I think it's just the spooky music, and that I think I can play. Another negative. What the fuck? Who? Mr. Door? Can I know more about that? Can I know more about Mr. Door? Who is he? Where did Mr. Door come from? Why is he here? What's going on with all that? Shit. Is this a song or is this... I just know I wish that I would have gotten more info on Mr. Door. I'm also sad that we didn't find out if Breaker got out or not. Like, is he... I know he's going after Door. Shit, that might be the next game, is like Time Breaker. It might just be Breaker going after Door, which would be pretty sick, to be fair, but also at the same time, like, fuck you, I want to know what's gonna happen to Alan. How does Alan get out of this? Maybe he did get out of it. I don't remember the entirety of the final draft. Because I'm assuming what happens, right? What I'm assuming happens is that he gets shot in the head with that light bullet and then brought back into the dark world. Like, that's like whenever you wake up first in the dark world and you're like, oh, that's why. I did like the light mechanics. I liked that. I don't know how I felt about the riding ones, like the parts where you had to like change the scenes and stuff. That shit was kind of annoying. If I can be honest, that one wasn't my favorite. Just having to cycle through until you figured out which one to do. And sometimes they would tell you, but sometimes they wouldn't tell you. And that is a pain in the ass. Most of Saga's was pretty straightforward, though. I like the way that Saga's mind place works. I like that part. I like putting in the little things and getting the green cards. That shit feels delightful. Damn shame that I missed some of them, apparently. Some of them, like, I didn't talk to someone about who made something or another, and I could have had all green there, and I did not. And it hurt my soul. Pretty quality game, though. Oh, shit. Xbox falling asleep again. Alright. Well, I've said about everything that I can say about the credits, so we're just gonna fast forward. You know, feel free to slow down. All these people are super appreciated, and I obviously am gonna make sure they gave me the option to fast forward. All right, like, do I feel like an asshole? Yeah, a little bit, but at the same time, I've been talking for way too long about this game. I understand why it's this long. Oh, also, another good thing about it, the DLCs kicked ass. Oh, look at all the playtesters. But yeah, no, seriously, the DLCs kick ass. Having them be whatchamacallit, Night Springs episodes, and even the lake house, just having her like tell you like, so this is what happened in the lake house. That shit's pretty tight. Also, I'm happy that it's not like a thing that I had to go back and do now retroactively. You know what I mean? Holy shit! All right, I think we're at the end of them. See if there's an all in memory of Lance Reddick, Brett Madden, and Sammy Van Hotelo. I can't pronounce his last name, and I feel bad. Those three guys, I bet they all kicked ass. A journey through the night continues. The journey through the night continues. God damn it. See, I told you, so it's not conclusive. It's not conclusive at all. Oh, God. Space Invader. Then, what? Why is it going again? What is this? Oh, this must be for the DLCs. Holy shit. I'm fast forwarding this also. Bro, this is a lot of credits. If they wouldn't have, I would have sat here too if they wouldn't have given me the option to speed it up. But yeah, DLCs also, I like some of the DLCs more than I like the main game. Like that part with Rose, that shit was pretty tight. Even though I died a whole lot. And I believe that was Alan Wake's. What's happening? I heard someone say deep breath. Oh, is this the lake? This must be the lake house one. Goddamn. All right, this is the lake house DLC credits, which once again, like I said, very fun. It was kind of semi like playing Control, but in the Alan Wake universe instead. Instead of having all the sick powers, you just had to be a regular FBC agent, and it was a much harder job whenever you're not the director with a sick-ass gun and sick-ass powers. Gets a lot harder.